Guten Tag, sehr verehrte Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer. Willkommen beim Global Talk. Heute wollen wir das Thema Online-Präsenz betrachten. Das heißt, wie wichtig ist es, online mit seinem Business oder mit seinem Vorhaben präsent zu sein, sichtbar zu sein. Immer noch kommen sehr viele Leute zu mir, die mich fragen: Marco, muss ich denn überhaupt heutzutage online sein? Was bringt mir das? Ich habe doch meine Kunden bisher alle offline gehabt. Ich treffe sie, ich sehe sie immer wieder. Ich habe das bisher nicht nötig gehabt. Seit Corona wissen wir, dass die Online-Präsenz sehr, sehr wichtig, sogar existenzsichernd sein kann. Und das wollen wir heute zusammen mit unseren Gästen beim Global Talk, mit dem Ankit und dem Nick, betrachten. Sie sind beide Experten in der Domäne der Online-Welt, des Online-Marketings und der Online-Sichtbarkeit. Und ich übergebe gerne das Wort an dich, Ankit. Guten Tag, herzlich willkommen, Ankit.
Guten Tag, Marco. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Global Talk. So, I'm Ankit Biswas. I'm coming from India, specifically from the southern part of India. The state is Karnataka and the city is Bangalore. And there I founded Onstralytics Global Foundation, which is a non-profit organization. And today I and Marco here organizing Global Talk, and I am the co-host of Global Talk organizing with Marco. Marco is the host of this show, and today, as a guest, we have Nick Wilson from India as well. And specifically, he is from the northern part of India and he's a freelancer with us. So, hi, Nick, welcome to the show.
Hi Ankit, hi Marco. Thank you so much for having me on to Global Talks. So myself, Nick, as Ankit has mentioned, I'm a digital marketing expert, and I've been working with Marco for almost 1.5 years. So I have worked with different clients with Marco, which are based in Germany. So yes, I have worked onto the digital marketing SEO part of those websites.
Okay, Nick, thank you for being here. And our today's topic for the show will be, once a business is online, what can be the positive or the good parts the businesses or the customers can face here in today's world. So we are here with Nick and Marco as well to get a good insight on this topic. So let us start with the topic. So Nick, I have come along for, I've been working with Marco for so long time, and I got to hear so many different problems that the businesses face in Germany, not only Germany, but in most of the parts. And can you give some insights?
Yeah, Ankit. So, as you mentioned about the businesses, I'll say it's a beneficial for both the parties, like even for the businesses and for the customers as well. So, if I talk from the customer point of the view, customer can explore products. If your business is online, customer can easily have that accessibility to your products. They can compare your products to that of your competitors and find out like which decision to make for. And if I talk about the business point of view, they have benefit. One of the biggest benefit of having the business online, wider range. So if you have a store which is physically located but you don't have business online, then you will be targeting only a smaller section of the area, right? So if you have a business or your business getting online or it is listed online, then you have a wider range of section. You can target not only your neighborhood but areas corresponding to that as well. So that is the biggest advantages for customer and from the business point of view.
Nick, how is the situation today in India's online and business market?
Yeah, a lot of people have that misconception that India is not, that much developed. But let me tell you, like the city which Ankit mentioned, where he is based, Bangalore, that is the IT hub of India. A lot of, we have different MNCs, Silicon Valley, it's called. Yeah, so we have different IT, big firms of IT. So a lot of businesses which run in US or in Europe, they hire these companies which are based in India. So IT revolution is pretty good in India. A lot of businesses are online. Even smaller businesses doing listing and targeting those GMB things. So yeah.
So Nick, you have been doing your work in the online domain and in the search engine optimization for many years now. How do you perceive? Did the mind of people change within that time, or is it still some work to convince people to go into online? And what do we have from online? You told a little bit the clients they can win, the businesses they can win, but is it an existential topic to be online for the future?
Yes, Marco. Like if I talk from the numbers point of view, you must be aware that Amazon in 2024 had did the revenue of around 638 billion, right? If I'm not wrong, it did numbers to somewhere around that 640 to 700 billion in one particular year. So if you are not, who is purchasing from the Amazon? Like people like us, right? So if you're not present, then you are losing that thing. People are not visiting the market or physically visiting the store to buy the things. That is why the numbers of Amazon is growing year by year. That shows like people are started to buy things online compared to offline. So if you're not present online, you are losing your businesses.
Yeah, how is it now for small businesses? So if I'm a small business, I say I'm not Amazon. Amazon is so huge, it's still not relevant to me. I can't compete with Amazon.
We can't compete with Amazon, but we can use the Amazon to list our business onto that. That is the digital visibility, right? It's not only to list yourself on Google, but to use the platform, such as in India we have one more platform called Flipkart. Worldwide use is Amazon. So use these platform. So digital marketing is not just target basically Google. You need to look for where your target audience is, whether it is onto the shopping apps, whether it is onto the Google, where is it? And based upon that, you need to list your business.
Yeah. Also, when we for example take a look at social media, yeah, many people right now start to sell in TikTok, start to sell in Instagram. So it's not a new topic, yeah, but it's getting more and more and more and more, yeah. And this is showing how these platforms can be really an accelerator in the selling. And I mean, if I'm right now having a need and I go and find the solution online, I don't have the need anymore to find it offline. Yeah. So the more are using online, the less are using these offline channels.
One more thing, yeah, I would like to add one more thing is so that we don't skip it. As you mentioned, online, the biggest advantage is people can compare, right? That is the main point. If they have to buy something, they'll compare 4 5 different products from the different manufacturer, and then they will buy it. So that is the biggest advantage a consumer can have. And the biggest advantage for the business is they can scale. They can add more and more product within fraction of minutes, rather than piling up in the store. They can just, with a click of mouse, they can add the different product. So they have huge chance of scalability as well.
Yeah, and I'm also, let's say, a victim of this comparison because we have so many platforms right now that even with AI, they are taking all the data and make it very easy to me to get market transparency. So I get not only the transparency on my local market, I get it even on a global market, and I can compare the quality of products, the price, how fast the products are delivered. So also the services, yeah, is this a good service provider or not? Are they doing the after sales service or not, the support, etc., etc.? So also the feedback of other clients, I find a lot of trust options there, to really have the consciousness about if a product or provider is good or not. And one important point is where I want to step back a little bit. When we are talking about the offline business, that offline business is lucrative and you can keep it up, you need to have a certain minimum amount of people. And what I see here is in certain domains, not in all, but in certain domains, we got in Germany the Ladensterben after Corona. Yeah. So a lot of businesses who are reliant on a certain amount of people or passengers that come and pass, they had to quit. Yeah, they shut down. And right now, I see many are struggling, especially the food area. Yeah, the food area that is not online in Uber Eats, Lieferando, etc., etc. It, it can't survive. Yeah, almost. If they are not in a certain location now that is exposed, or if they don't have a certain branding or certain special goods and products that people know already for a longer time, they can't survive. Because if you right now start with something, let's say, incredibly new, you need somehow to find the people, to access them. If you don't have in the city, let's say, the best location, yeah, where lots of people see and pass, then it's almost impossible. Yeah. Uh, Ankit, how is it in India right now, the situation with the businesses? Is there also a certain stress in certain areas of businesses, or is it like same like Corona, same like always?
Uh, it's different with different businesses, but for the food businesses, it's like people are adapting very quickly with the online solutions, with the apps and whatever websites they can list their businesses into. But coming to the local businesses, I mean, from the most local businesses that are not present online and just focusing on daily one customers or like two customers a day, they are really not doing that much great, because as Marco said, as Nick said in the past, that in this digital world people will not trust you without any reviews or without a global presence. It's the same as I want to mention. But coming to a conclusion on what Marco said about how businesses are really facing in this world, is that until you step up, you come out of your bubble, or you until you start connecting with your customers, you really cannot grow your business that big. So coming to the conclusion of this whole episode, Marco, Nick, I want to thank you from my heart that you are present in the meeting, and sorry for the episode. And in the upcoming episode, we will talk more about how businesses can go more into online world, the ups and downs, what they can cost, even how to tackle those ups and downs. But very nice to meet you, Marco. Please give a conclusion part from your side and let us conclude the session.
Abschließend sehen wir leben in digitalen Zeiten. Der Einkauf und das Internet sind eigentlich nur noch einen Smartphone-Griff entfernt. Die meisten Menschen nutzen auch aktiv die Online-Möglichkeiten, und das Online-Business bietet immer mehr und immer mehr auch weltweit Möglichkeiten für lokale Geschäfte hier in Deutschland aktiv zu werden und Kunden ohne Limit täglich 24 Stunden am Wochenende zu gewinnen, denn das Internet schläft nicht und Plattformen und Websites laden Menschen ein, zu interagieren. Vielen Dank euch für das Gespräch. Many thanks.
Ciao.
Bye bye.